The rest of the story. Whatever happened to Diane? It was an honor, most agreed, to have the distinguished Senator Edward Brooke as a speaker for commencement exercises, and a mistake, some believed, to allow a student to speak also. Well, the fears of the latter were confirmed on graduation day, because in Diane's speech, the student's speech, the first ever commencement address given by a student at that college, she rebuked the senator, the school's guest, rebuked him for his lack of relevance, as she put it. The word of Diane's impertinence eventually reached home, where old friends just shook their heads. Whatever happened to the girl that they had known, the sweet, sincere traditionalist, the staunch defender of the establishment? Well, what happened is the rest of the story. It was a large yellow brick Georgian house on Wisner Road in a conservative community of smiling faces and unlocked doors, where Diane was nurtured to young womanhood. One of her earliest aspirations was to become an astronaut, and as a high school junior, she wrote NASA to tell him so. Diane was always reaching for the stars. The expectations of family and friends were no lower. A natural leader, some called her. Indeed, she was always winning achievement awards of one kind or another. In her senior year, she was voted most likely to succeed. But most of all, Diane was sensible, an outspoken red, white, and blue American. She campaigned her heart out when Goldwater ran for president. She canvassed door to door, argued with less sensible friends. Barry Goldwater typified everything Diane stood for. He opposed big government. He opposed high taxes. He stressed the need for self-reliant citizens and local autonomy. Goldwater girls, they were called back then. The female conservative youth movement. And Diane was outstanding among them. When Goldwater lost the election, she remained undaunted. Even became president of her local Young Republicans. So what in the world ever happened to Diane? Was it college life, far from the traditions and influences of home, that transformed the Goldwater campaigner into a Eugene McCarthy supporter? That turned the establishment apologist into a sort of liberal who one day would embarrass a United States senator on her own graduation day? What happened was the Reverend Don Jones, some would say, the youth pastor in Diane's church, who once took his teenage flock to the urban ghetto to witness inner city poverty firsthand. What Pastor Jones did had a tremendous impact on Diane, others would later recall, particularly when the girl from the insular suburbs saw what was happening to children in that other world right next door. For you see, Diane philosophically would move slowly but surely to the left after that, and she's taken a number of people with her on that long ideological journey. You know one of them. He's President of the United States. For would-be female astronaut from Park Ridge, Illinois, the overachieving, flag-waving Goldwater girl, the young Republican, who once upon a time would have done just about anything to reduce the size of federal government and to lower your taxes. That was Hillary Diane Rodham. That's right, Hillary Clinton. And now you know the rest of the story.
Hillary Clinton is an American politician, diplomat, and former First Lady. Born on October 26, 1947, in Chicago, Illinois. She attended Wellesley College and Yale Law School. Clinton was the First Lady of Arkansas before becoming the First Lady of the United States from 1993 to 2001. She served as a U.S. Senator from New York from 2001 to 2009 and was the Secretary of State from 2009 to 2013. In 2016, she became the first woman to be nominated for president by a major U.S. political party. Throughout her career, Clinton has been an advocate for healthcare reform, women's rights, and children's issues. Her extensive public service and policy work have made her a prominent figure in American politics.